What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Prosecutors have indicted an Army colonel on charges for spying for China. It follows a string of cases of Taiwanese officers caught working for Beijing in recent years. Jean Van Trieste has more.
Alleged spy Xiang De-en poses with a piece of evidence that could put him in jail. In this photo, the Taiwanese Army colonel stands in his uniform, a handwritten pledge of loyalty to China in hand. China claims Taiwan as part of its territory, and though Xiang is tasked with Taiwan's defense, his note says he'll work to advance China's goal of taking the island country instead. Investigators have been on the case for months. Now they're going public.
曾经担任过记者以及旅行社负责人的绍兴男子，那遭中共的情治机构所吸收，从105年起就开始接近这位向姓军官。
By 2019, Xiang was spying for China too. From then on, he received monthly payments in exchange for sensitive information. By January this year, he'd received around $18,000 US. Prosecutors are seeking a 12-year sentence.
不法收贿，从事通敌叛国行为，强烈打击民心士气，严重危害国家安全，请从重处刑，并宣告褫夺公权及没收犯罪所得。
While Xiang's case has made headlines, it's not an isolated one. In the past 10 years, more than 20 active and retired commissioned officers have been indicted for spying on China's behalf, some as recently as in June. In addition to giving bribes, Chinese agents have wined and dined their Taiwanese recruits, offering them expensive gifts and free trips. The military says it's stepping up efforts to root out spies within its ranks.
已经针对内部具有伪藏征候的人员实施深度的考核，那么未来也会持续的强化官兵反情报教育，并且跟国安单位密切协作，共同反制中共渗透搜情。
But China has vowed to take Taiwan by force if necessary, and it shows no signs of abandoning its efforts to gather intelligence that could help it do so. Damon Lin and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
For more on the recent espionage case, our reporter Jaime Okan spoke to Su Zuyun, a security expert with Taiwan's Institute of National Defense and Security Research.
Is this phenomenon of China trying to recruit Taiwanese military officials as spies or informants, is this a common thing?
应该说，在民主国家都会面对这种威胁，就是你刚才讲的这个 military spy 或是 espionage 都会有。比如说在去年2021年的时候，美国有 FBI 有抓到一个 spy 叫做这个 Toby。 他是一个海军的一个工程师，他把这个submarine 潜艇的这个机密泄露卖给就是外国的政府，所以就是不管是俄国或者是中国，他都利用民主国家这种对于自己人的信任，所以就会用这种间谍，那造成就是安全上的很重要威胁。那比较幸运的是说，台湾很清楚这个反情报 counterintelligence 也发挥了作用，所以才会发现这个间谍。那我相信台湾就是基于民主的成熟，还有这个法律的调整，未来就是这个防间谍的部分会更为就是强化。
In this latest case, this colonel is being indicted and was being paid about $1,300 US a month. Is this more about how low military salaries are, or is this more about how officials actually want to unify with China?
所以我相信他这个你说的这一位上校，他主要是基于就是金钱的诱惑。在冷战的时候，我们看到在柏林德国的柏林有很多这样类似的故事。 所以目前台湾就是很遗憾有出现这样一个现役的一个officer， 这是变成间谍。但是我还是有信心，台湾99%的军人都是会忠于自己的就是任务，这个是没有问题的。
Taiwan's military has wrapped up nighttime targeting exercises in the southern city of Pingdong. The drills involved a combination of attack helicopters and armored vehicles, which took turns firing at targets set up on mountains. The exercises are meant to simulate how the military would provide cover fire as troops on the ground advance. Earlier this month, Taiwan's defense forces said they would step up the frequency of their drills in response to increased military pressure from China. Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu says Chinese interference in the country's upcoming local elections is less severe than in the past. At a press conference, Wu said China has often tried to influence elections in Taiwan. In previous years, Beijing would offer cheap tickets for Taiwanese people living in China to fly back home and vote. But Wu said Beijing now may be more focused on domestic issues or improving its image abroad. He said China has not been as active in trying to sway Taiwan's voters this year.
Maybe they think that this is only local elections, and maybe they are too busy dealing with their international status because they're being heavily criticized for their threat against Taiwan. And it is also possible that China is being very busy in dealing with its own domestic problems. You mentioned about COVID policy. It is causing lots of problems inside China.
Taiwan's oldest city has won a national award for its so-called Solar City Green Energy Project. Last year, the southern city of Tainan finished building the country's biggest solar farm. In total, it has installed more than 3.7 gigawatts of capacity, enough to power more than 1 million homes. For its efforts, the city's Economic Development Bureau will take home a National Sustainable Development Award. Taiwan was left out of the UN's recent climate conference, COP27, but Tainan Mayor Huang Weizhe says the country is committed to a sustainable future.
所以我们这项绿能获奖，见证了台湾要推动绿能的决心，而且打造永续台南，我们会持续推动再生能源。
A major highway in Taiwan's southern Pingtung County has been under renovation since July. The government there says work on it will be finished by early 2023. Jeremy Olivier has this story.
This is southern Taiwan's Ping-E Highway. Each year, more than 6 million people travel along it to get to Kending, one of the country's major tourist destinations. But the Pingtung County government began renovation here 4 months ago, and the construction has left the road uneven in places and caused serious gridlock, with traffic, at times, reduced to a crawl. The county has been planting trees and replacing overhead power lines with underground cables for beautification and safety. Power lines have been taken down by storms or disturbed by animals and trees, causing blackouts. Work is expected to be finished by early 2023.
11月19日已完成全部地下线路改接工作。
AC 的这个永久的刨铺工作呢，目前整体进度已经完成了93%以上。另外呢，我们这个计划呢，也希望在农历年前能够完成。
But the $157 million infrastructure plan has faced some controversy. Environmental groups have criticized the tree planting efforts overseen by Taiwan's Highways Agency, saying the government was taking down trees that were already there and replacing them with new ones.
大量的挖除既有的灌木，而且是数十万棵的灌木，然后再重新种灌木。真实的真相其实就是毁树百里。
我们现有的东西，你评估有什么样的问题，你必须把它铲除掉。我们去种新的，你的问题在哪边？你要提出来。
The government has defended its work on the highway, saying the purpose is to eliminate unsuitable trees rather than all of them.
以一个补植或是一个检讨为原则方式来执行的，并不是一个全面汰除的一个工作。
For now, officials and residents will have to wait another few months to see whether the challenges of refurbishing the highway were worth it. Andy Xue and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.